shoes, slip on your sandals, for we are about to take a trip on the holy ground. We join Joseph today as he is in his workshop putting the finishing touches on a cradle he's making for the baby which will be born soon. He's going to surprise his wife Mary. Joseph lives in a small village and his life has been fairly quiet until recently. He was thinking about the things that have happened, which have changed this journey that he is taking. Joseph remembered meeting a beautiful girl while she was taking the wash to the river. Her name was Mary. Joseph fell in love with Mary and wanted to marry her. The wedding would be wonderful, maybe a simple ceremony along the River Jordan, and someday they'd have a family. But the angels, those two angels, changed those plans. One day, one angel appeared to Mary and said, "Mary, God loves you very much, and he has chosen you to bring his own son into the world. You will have a baby, and his name will be Jesus."
Jesus, Jesus, Bobesis, Banana, Fana, Fophesis, Me, My, Momesis, Jesus.
Too sure what to think about this. And then one angel appeared to Joseph in a dream. This angel told Joseph that Mary was going to have a baby which would bring love to the world and save the earth, and he would be named Jesus. Joseph very much, and that they would raise this child together with the help of God. This was big, and this was a little bit scary, but love overruled, and Mary and Joseph would get married, and this made Joseph smile. While pondering the recent events, Joseph hears some commotion in the courtyard and quickly goes outside. The messenger has a message from the Emperor, Caesar Augustus. He unrolls the paper and reads. Joseph, who was Jewish, living in the Roman world, did not have to serve in the Roman army, but he did have to pay taxes. So he would have to travel from Nazareth, where he lived, to Bethlehem, where he was from, to pay taxes. That was a long trip of over 70 miles. They would be walking, and it would be difficult for Mary. Joseph left to deliver the news to Mary and to prepare for the trip. Mary and Joseph collected the things they would need, packed their donkey, and they were on their way. There was only one problem. There were no stars and there was no moon. It was dark and there was nothing to light the way. Joseph didn't remember having taken this trip before. He did know that part of the trip was along the Jordan River, but it was the before and after part that worried him. Perhaps they would see other people headed this way. They headed toward where they believed the Jordan River was. About an hour into the trip, there was a fork in the road. And Joseph didn't know which way to go. Suddenly, they saw a burning bush. It really wasn't burning. There was a flame inside the bush, and it was leaning to the left. They didn't have a map, and there was no place to stop to ask directions. So Joseph took this as a sign, and they headed to the left. Soon they heard the trickling sound of the river, and Joseph breathed a sigh of relief. Mary, realizing that they weren't there yet, was uncomfortable traveling and wanted something to do. So she suggested that they sing a traveling song, and it sounded a little like this.
99 glass of wine on the wall, 99 glass of wine. Take one down and pass it around. 98 glass of wine on the wall, 98 glass of wine on the wall, 98 glass of wine. Take one down and pass it around. 97 glass of wine on the wall.
And it went on and on and on. Now Joseph loved Mary dearly, but after a while this became a bit irritating, so he suggested they stop for a snack and eat along the river bank. Joseph first considered a tailgate party, but because the tail belonged to a donkey, he thought better of it. They spread a blanket on the ground and shared their food. It was so quiet and tranquil along the river bank. The sun was so warm and the running water so relaxing that Mary and Joseph took a short nap. But soon are awakened by the sounds of a lamb. They can hear it, but they can't see it. Mary wants to find the lamb. Joseph thinks they need to continue on their trip to Bethlehem. So he takes a coin from his pocket, flips it, and the decision is made. It's decided that Mary will again ride the donkey and Joseph will continue to walk. They listen carefully as they pack up their picnic for the sound of the young sheep. There it is again. And again. Each time they think they might be close, the lamb seems to run away. They soon begin to hear other sounds in the distance. First they hear a moo. Then they hear a hoo, hoo, hoo. And soon they hear a tweet, tweet, tweet. It sounds like the other animals are talking to the lamb, helping her to find her way home. It appears that Mary and Joseph are approaching a building. However, because there's no light, it's difficult to tell what it is. Mary's hoping for a hotel with running water. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like a barn. Very soon, animals are coming out of the building, cheering for the returning lamb. They're so happy. She was lost and now she's found. And then they notice the couple. Mr. Cow says,
"Thank you so much for returning the small lamb. She wandered away, and because there's no light tonight, we could not see her. We would like to thank you by offering you a place to spend the night. I understand there is no room in the inn, and I heard the innkeeper's wife telling everyone how busy she is. She has pies to bake and clothes to wash, and food to cook. She must run to the well for extra water, and her sister and her sister's husband and 3 children have come to spend the night. Oh my, you know what that's like? I can only imagine that an extra couple, which includes a very pregnant girl. Might be too much for her. So please, our barn is warm and our hay is soft. Morning will come soon and you will need to be rested.
During the night, the animals were so surprised when they heard a baby cry. They gathered around and admired the newborn. He's so tiny and so beautiful. The birds began to whistle. The spider begins to weave a golden blanket. And all the animals hum a lullaby. Jesus looks in awe at all that is around him. Soon Jesus becomes restless and he starts to cry. He waves his hands in the air and like magic, one bright small star appears. But a very bright star. Angels appeared to the shepherds in the field. In the far east, the wise men pointed to the star and jumped up and down. This was the sign they had been waiting for. God had come to earth in the form of a baby, and it was time to celebrate. They grabbed their birthday presents and were on their way. The shepherds and the wise men meet at the barn under the one small bright star, and with respect and awe approach the baby. They bow in honor and distribute the gifts: flowers for sweet Mary, lollipops which say it's a boy for Joseph, and a piñata filled with love for the baby Jesus. Then it was time to celebrate. The animals witnessed a miracle. Many babies had been born in this barn, but none like this baby. This baby was the gift of love. This baby was the gift of peace. This baby was the gift of joy. This baby was the gift of light. Never again will people walk alone. Never again will people walk in darkness. Never again do people need to live in fear. This light will warm them and comfort them, welcome them and calm them. This light makes the world a brighter, better place to be. No matter the minute, no matter the hour, no matter the day, no matter the month, this gift of light will always remain lit for you. Merry Christmas, and please join us in singing the first verse of Joy to the World.